Ben, what are your emotions at the end of that one?
Obviously, we're disappointed. The red cards obviously turned the game. I thought we were resolute first half. We had to ride our luck once or twice, but good spirit of our defending, good organisation. We changed shape at half time. I thought we started the second half really, really well. We've nullified them. We looked more of a threat. Obviously, we're right in the game. We're 0-0 with a good chance of going on and getting something. So, unfortunately, the red card turns the game. The second goal, I'm absolutely fathomed by, because the ref has told me it wasn't a clash of heads. And, I've asked for an apology once he sees it back, because it's a very clear clash of heads. The game should stop straight away. He's booked me for saying that it was a clash of heads. We needed a strong referee. I thought he was very, very good first half. And second half, he just wilted under the pressure, unfortunately. 1-0, it was difficult. 2-0, it was an uphill task.
What did you make of the other red card?
I haven't seen it back. At the time, it looked like a clash. I don't know whether Abs has kicked out. That's what he said he did. I haven't seen it back as yet. So I'll have a look and see. But the referee said that he kicked out him.
And that's got to be frustrating from your point of view, because, as you say, at that point you were absolutely in the game.
Yeah, very much so. Right in the game. I thought we'd changed shape to nullify them, and we looked more of a threat. We had a couple of good opportunities to break on them and cause them problems. And at that stage, I was very comfortable in the game. And unfortunately that turned. But even the next 10 minutes after that with 10 men, we did well. And we've got caught on the break and a cross. It's disappointing. But at 1-0, you're still in the game. You're still in the game. You get the goal. You can break. You get a set piece. You get the equaliser. You come away with a point. But the second goal kills it. And we've got two players prone on the floor after clashing heads, and the refs played on. I just can't work that one out.
Do you think if it hadn't have gone straight through to their striker, who was through on goal, the ref would have blown the whistle?
Yeah, but the rule is clash of heads, you stop.
Absolutely.
It can't pick and choose a situation. Anywhere else on the pitch, the game stops. It can't be, well, he's clean through, I'll let him go on for 30 seconds to score and then pull it back. The rules are the rules. It's a clash of heads. It's dangerous. Tony Craig's got a huge lump on the side of his head. Alfie's got a sore lump on his head, and he's hurt his knee in the collision as well. So we're very disappointed with that. But we've got to brush this one off quickly and move on to Shrewsbury next week.
And the first goal, which obviously changed the game as well, came from you having a little moment of attack, and you just caught slightly out of position, and that's opened it up.
Yeah, obviously with 10 men, there's more space on the pitch, so we had a good position, didn't quite make something of it, and then we didn't. So we were unlucky. It went through someone's legs, and then there was a runner off of that. That's ours. The first goal to deal with. But the commitment of the players to keep going, the work rate, especially from the players that started the game. You learn a lot about your players in those situations. And some of the players there with their effort and their commitment to the end of the game and not getting disappointed and keep fighting and keep going, in front of 1,200 supporters that have travelled up. There wasn't a lack of commitment, there wasn't a lack of effort. It's a lack of discipline that's turned the game. And then I think a very, very poor refereing decision that has put the nail in the coffin. And
is that something you have to talk to the squad, not particularly Abs, about, but about, even if somebody's frustrating you, you've got to keep your emotions in check?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, it's really out of character, to be honest. I haven't seen it back, but if he has kicked out, it's really out of character. But we actually spoke at half-time about having a bit more discipline with our defending. I thought we conceded too many free kicks first half, needless ones. Little pushes, little shoves, things that built pressure when we didn't need to do that. So we spoke about discipline and calm heads in the second half and making sure that we were in the game. As I say, we adjusted the shape. We looked really good for that 15 minutes. And unfortunately, it's then turned.
And we talked about wanting a strong officials before the match. Is this something that you can or would want to take up at a higher level, get to the FA, that kind of thing?
Well, we'll have to on today on the second half performance, because, to say straight to my face that that's not a clash of heads and that's why I didn't stop the game is just amazing. I mean, the fourth officials there, the assistant referees there, they're all looking at it. I'm 15 yards away. I mean, everyone in the stadium saw it was the clash of heads. So to not stop the game was amazing. Even before that, I don't know whether he got influenced at half time by the atmosphere in the crowd or I don't know, but first half I thought he was very, very good. Second half it just turned.
Thanks for your time.
Pleasure, thank you.